Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Trolls Gaming Podcast. If you're new joining us, we are three brothers who get together and we talk about games and gaming. We also talk tech, TV, movies, geeky, nerdy, other things too. I am Take It Easy, Jono, and with me, my brethren.
Nasty Nate.
And Dandalf the Wise.
And today, we'll be playing through a game we created with artificial intelligence, if you can believe it. If you can believe it.
Wait, did we create it or did the AI create it?
The AI is going to be... The AI will be creating it on the fly as we play.
The AI facilitated it, but we
Yes.
told it what to create, correct?
We'll be prompting it.
I'll go through what I did with it before we start.
Okay. I have no idea how that's going to work, but we'll see. And so will you. But first, it is Friday. What is up? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Well, we're recording this on a Friday anyway. Daniel, I see you got a little drink there. You got a little Vino Rosso.
I had to scarf down my dinner, and I didn't want to chug the red wine after, so I was like, well, I'll just drink it during the show and risk looking a little,
Look at this
a little
guy
pretentious.
drinking fucking
Or like
red
that metal
wine.
lord who was like, who's your biggest inspiration on that metal documentary? And he's like,
Satan.
Satan.
Yeah, that guy. He was
That metal
actually
documentary was awesome.
he was actually drinking human blood, but
Yeah, probably.
Wouldn't doubt it.
oh my goodness. So what's been happening?
Check it out, boys. I'm going to try to do this here. This is the test shirt
Oh,
that
oh
we
yes.
got. Give me a second.
Right, yeah. Give us
That
a
looks large.
demonstration.
That thing
Cool.
is a
Nice.
parachute.
Pretty sweet.
I'm looking forward to getting my
Pretty
hands
sweet.
on one of the white ones that we ordered.
That's pretty cool. Damn.
I am full on merch mode lately. Been trying to figure out this store and how we're going to deal with this store and not break the bank and break other people's banks.
Yeah.
So
I just don't think it's like for people ordering from Canada, it's just you just get screwed either way. I mean, we can't have nice things. But for everyone in the States, I mean, easy.
yeah, so we've put a pin in that. I'm going to look at some more stuff. I think I have a lead on what we're going to do, but that's going to take another week or so to iron out and see what we're doing. But these shirts came in. These are the test shirts from the first company that I was looking into, and they're quite nice. They're 100% cotton, so they're a little bit heavy, but they're not too bad. I've worn heavier shirts.
Well, you know what, Nathaniel? It's actually good because for somebody who sweats as much as you do, you should be like pumping that out like a marketing point. You know, if you're somebody who sweats a lot,
we'll
you're
see
gonna
how-
want one of these tees, man.
We'll see how it lasts through this episode if it's fucking drenched.
You just at the end of it, you just got your shirt off,
Sopping
fucking
wet.
wiping your face.
He's shirtless, just like
Yeah. But look
That's
forward
cool.
to the store because we've got some cool designs coming up, and they're actually looking pretty good. I've been editing, chopping them up, splicing them together. Been doing a lot of work on that.
oh, artificially intelligent
Oh, man.
designs.
Guys, I have been in a huge AI dive this past couple of weeks. Like,
Careful.
He's been-
nonstop.
He's the one responsible for all your waiting times in the queues.
Oh,
Careful. Careful
Yeah.
now. This is
Pretty
Skynet
crazy.
waiting to happen here, waiting to murder
Yeah.
us. Nathaniel's feeding them all of humanity's information.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking
It's insane.
these
It's
frogs.
so
Of
addictive.
yeah.
It's so
Pictures of
addicting.
dogs
It's crazy.
and women.
Uh,
Well, we have been doing that.
Hmm?
We have also been doing some other things. I have filmed a video for the YouTube, as you guys know, but it is completed. It's posted. I did a review of my monitor. When we get something new and cool, like tech toys or little toys, big tech toys, you know, anything we get that is kind of cool and gaming related, I guess, then we maybe make one of those videos, throw it up. Just a quick video that focuses on should you buy this, and then explain maybe who should buy it, who it's for, you know, who would kind of might be interested in that, and then
what
the viewers
our experiences are with it.
Yeah, just and then the viewers can answer that for themselves. Should you buy this? There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I did get a new tech toy. Also, it is
another one. Jeez,
I got the 8-bit Do Ultimate Bluetooth controller.
Huh.
It is for PC and Switch. Here it is.
Nice.
Picture. And Android. PC, Switch, Android. And this has Hall effect sensors. Okay, so this is a special type of joystick that will apparently never get stick drift ever. And it allows for a near perfect 0 dead zone.
Is that in the
Which is
warranty?
very nice.
If it does, then you get to send it back.
I don't know.
What are the sticks like? Are they springy like PS5?
Springy? They're
Are
nice.
Are they responsive, like quick as a whip? I like my
Springy.
sticks whippy.
Whippy,
Is it-
like not a lot of resistance?
Are the sticks
if
like
you-
an N64 analog stick?
N64. I believe that was just like a mouse ball with an elastic band.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yes,
probably
it was.
feels better than Xboxes.
Yeah. Well, apparently I was looking into it, and Xbox, there's just no controllers, aftermarket controllers available for Xbox with Hall sensors in them. They just don't exist.
Huh.
Which is crazy. It's just this one company, I guess, that makes them called Ghoulie Kit. They have their own controller called the Ghoulie Kit King Kong Pro or something. And they, I guess, designed or got these sticks designed with using a Hall type sensor, which is different than a traditional joystick. But they contracted their sticks out, I guess, to 8-bit Do, who use it in this controller. So I picked it up, and I really like it. I really like it. I
Compared
really like
to your
the
Razor?
aiming. Yeah, because what I did was when I'm playing Apex, I turn off the dead zone, right? With this controller. So now it's dead straight. No stick drift. Because with the Razor and the other old type sensors, you put dead zone to 0%, you're going to see the stick drifting because it's not dead center like these are. These are magnetically dead center. And apparently it just doesn't develop stick drift ever. So I do notice with the 0 dead zone and the Hall sensor, I get really fine aim. Really
Nice.
fine.
Okay. Cool.
Where did you hear about this controller? What made you want to?
I heard about it a while. I heard about the King Kong a while ago, but it doesn't have back buttons, so I just dismissed it completely. It's like I don't want that. But then I heard that this one does, and it uses the same sensors. So I was like, I am interested in that. But it has 2 back buttons. It doesn't have 4, which I'm not a huge fan of because I love the 4 back buttons. I use all of them on the Razor. So it's a bit of an adjustment, but yeah, I'll make a little video about this one too, I think.
Cool. I'll be making one too because I've got something coming in the mail
Oh, cool.
from China.
Oh, new iPhone,
So you'll
It'll
see
take a
that
while.
in 6 months.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah.
new Facebook. Did you finish watching that, Dano?
Which one?
No.
Silicon Valley?
Oh no, I still have to start season 2.
Mm.
I will.
Jin Yang is so funny.
Guys, I went to go see John Wick 4 in IMAX.
Right.
Oh, it was IMAX. I didn't know that.
And I got to
IMAX.
talk about this for a minute here. Okay. I love the
Okay.
first one. John Wick 1 was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Totally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The second and third one they were okay. Like during the second and third one in theater, I felt like the fatigue, right? The John Wick fatigue.
I think that's why I fell asleep during the third one. That's exactly
right.
it.
And like I dozed off. Like I doze off a lot. Okay.
Dozing off during John Wick. Unbelievable.
John Wick 2 and 3. Okay, I remember like dozing off a bit because they weren't like slow, but anyway, they were a bit different. I didn't want to believe the reviews about number 4 because they were like, it's the best one, the best John Wick, yada, yada, yada. I was like, usually by the 4th movie, like it's going to be garbage. Right?
I hadn't
By the
read
fourth
anything
fucking
about it or even watched the
Okay.
trailer. I didn't. I had no preconception at all.
And I was like, well, you know what? We're going to go check this out. So me, Alma, and a couple of her friends went to go see this movie. And holy fuck, boys. It was wild.
Nice.
It was an absolute feast on the ears and the eyes. The sound in the IMAX theater was like unparalleled. It was so fucking good. Like the photography direction and the cinematography was chef's kiss. And the lighting
Nice.
throughout the entire movie, like the lighting was so gorgeous. It was like perfect. It was so perfectly done. Meticulous where the lighting was landing on his face and in the scene. It was so awesome.
So you're saying
It was
it's going to be a
fucking
good
awesome.
OLED movie.
Yes. I'm going to buy this day one purchase
Nice.
UHD Blu-ray for me and my OLED.
Does that mean I should
Nice.
wait to watch it on my telly? Because I'm not
I
going to get
think
the
I
experience you
am.
did unless I drive all the way to friggin' Ottawa, which I don't really want to do to watch a movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I think.
I don't
No.
know, but we went to IMAX. The screen was unbelievably massive, right? Like it was awesome. I was blown
Damn.
away. I could not stop giggling and laughing about how awesome the movie was. Like I was just like, not once did I doze off. Not once did I even blink.
You
in
didn't
this
blink.
fucking movie. No,
Wow.
His eyes
not
are
once.
super crusty at the end
Yeah,
of the
he's
movie.
just like
crusted over.
they're just
It was
like
worth it.
watering. His eyes are just watering. Like
It's so
And I-
beautiful.
And I had eaten a massive like breakfast dinner, like a breakfast food for dinner,
Mm,
right before the movie. So usually
Perfect.
within like 20 minutes, I'd have to take a shit, right?
That's true.
Not once did I feel I had to poop. I was so engaged into the movie.
wow.
Wow.
Like my body shut everything else down and just kept my brain and my eyes and my ears.
His
like,
organs are shutting down.
For Nathaniel not to fall asleep
It's
and or have to
incredible.
take a shit, that's like unprecedented.
Yes.
That's
Unprecedented.
groundbreaking.
Okay. I feel like they took everything from the first three, figured out what was missing and what was wrong, pumped it to 11 and turned on the NOS and strapped you in. Like it was so
Nos.
Sweet.
You guys know.
Nos.
There's
They're
one
like-
point in the movie. There's one point in the movie that they film a sequence, right? Because John Wick sequences, they're like fucking 10 minutes long of him blowing people away, right?
Yeah.
So in this one sequence, they do like a film from up top. They film like I don't know how you say it, top
Bird's
down,
eye?
top down, yeah, bird's eye, like that game. What was it called? Miami
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes,
Theft Auto
one and
2. Yeah, 1 and 2, like that. Or
Pokemon.
what was it called? I had it written here. Hotline Miami. You guys remember Hotline Miami?
No.
So it's like bird's eye view looking down and your shooter going into the room and you're just
Oh, yeah.
fucking blowing people away, right? And the blood. And they did this in the movie and I've never seen anything like it. It was
Cool.
fucking amazing. It was so amazing.
Coming up with new ways to present stuff. That's cool.
It was awesome. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes. So like almost 3 hour
my
movie.
God.
I never
Holy
watch
shit.
3 hour movies.
That's
Never.
a third. That's a third unprecedented for Nathaniel.
Never. But I never again once dozed off or wondered when it was over or checked my watch or anything. Like I was fucking glued for 3 hours.
Nuts.
If
They're sitting
if you
around the
got-
table in like
Like,
the
I don't-
writing room. They're like,
Yeah.
how do we make it so that no one wants to have a shit or fall asleep during this movie, man? How do we do
Oh
that?
man.
They
Fuck.
had to like test a bunch of audiences. It's a bunch of fat bearded dudes.
Yeah. And the what was I gonna say? This is probably one of the best movies I've ever seen, if not the best action movie I've ever seen or ever. Like
Wow.
I'll stand by it.
We shall see then.
Anywho, should we get into game time?
yeah.
All right. Well, what are we playing currently, or what have we been playing? Yes. Who
I
should
got
start?
something.
Yes. I got something too. I got something funny, real funny.
Really?
that I didn't tell you guys about.
Yeah, me too. I didn't disclose this because I figured I would tell you. Let me start. I'll start with this, okay? So I picked up a new game on PlayStation 5 because I was like, I'm going to dust off the PS5 and play it. It was on sale for $30 as opposed to like 40. It's not a full release game. But check this out. Okay, so
can we guess?
Season. What?
Oh, never mind.
What'd you say?
I was going to guess the game you bought.
I doubt you'd have guessed it because I haven't really talked a lot about this. But anyway, it's called Season, A Letter to the Future. Have you guys heard of this one?
Yes, I think so. Is that the artsy-fartsy one?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know why. It was Thrillhouse and I were looking at the PS5 list and it was in the store on sale. I was like, oh shit, you know what? I'll buy that on a whim and I'll just try. I'll put a few hours in before the show. So they released it in January on the 31st, though. So it's been out for 2 months exactly now.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, 2 months. It was developed and published by Scavenger Studio, and I think they're based out of Quebec. So it's a Canadian game, Canadian studio,
Nice.
PlayStation exclusive, I'm pretty sure. The description on PlayStation Store is Season. I'm going to paraphrase this a bit because I wasn't crazy about theirs, but A Letter to the Future is a third-person atmospheric adventure. Leave home for the first time to collect memories before a mysterious cataclysm washes everything away. Armed with a camera and audio recorder, explore and document, discovering the strange world around you. Each recording tool captures a different layer, sounds and music, and art and architecture, the stories of characters living through pivotal moments. Your tools help you reveal the culture and history underneath everything. This quest leads you to the big questions. What is this season? The title of the game. Why is it ending? And what will next season bring? So the game follows the story of Estelle, who's a young woman who leaves her isolated home for the first time to create a record of the changing world for the next generation before a mysterious cataclysm wipes everything away. That was from another site, but I like that one better, a little simpler. I've put in 3+ hours.
Oh, wow. Already.
And, yeah, as you record and collect like mementos, be it audio or photographs, forgotten postcards that you see lying around or letters left behind, each one is like documented in your journal, which can be decorated with them. And like the audio is accompanied by a pencil sketch. So you can click play on the little pencil sketch and it'll play the audio that you recorded with your mic. Watercolor drawings, Polaroids, and all that stuff. And you can take some really, really beautiful pictures. I'll try and share some of my Polaroids with you guys and maybe even put them on Instagram once I have... I have
nice.
a few nice ones that I really like. And you can sink a lot of time just like looking for really nice frames and snapping pictures of what's around you. The graphic style is really cool. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely like a cel-shaded... I don't even know if it's considered cel-shaded. You'd have to look it up and see. There might be an actual technical term for it, but I don't know it. Nice and colorful, really nice and colorful. And while it's not a Japanese game with regard to character or world or the developer, the game offers some serious like Studio Ghibli innocence and poignancy, which is, I think, what drew me to it. So whether you're a casual or an avid video gamer, if you find... This is like the most important thing about this game as I'm playing it. If you find deep meaning in like living in the moment and soaking in and absorbing what's around you and enjoying it and being present, and or if you just like scrapbooking and journaling and storytelling through collected mementos, y'all want to check out Season for sure. Anyone listening? Very cool so far. I don't know where it's going yet. I've only kind of just reached a certain point where I'm starting to come across people, because people are like migrating and moving because this new season is coming and things are changing, right? So people are like abandoning their homes and shit like that. It's pretty crazy. It's cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes.
You would really like Stray then, I think.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's next on the list.
like...
It was between the two. But I was like, I'll try this one because they haven't played it and I'll tell them about it. Beyond that, we've done some... I wanted to tell you guys, it was kind of funny. We've done some things in Sea of Thieves the past couple sessions where we've scuttled player ships and invited the players to jump aboard our ship So we have like a 5+ player crew.
Scuttled? What is this? Scuttled?
Sink. But that's I guess the nautical term. Anyway, we're like, we sink their ship and we're like, come on, join us. If they're not like hostile, so they'll just join on our crew.
You
No
sunk their
alliance or
ship.
anything.
Can you
What?
proximity chat?
You sunk their ship and then asked them to join you.
Yeah, if we're just in a playful mood.
Can they hear you? Can you talk to them?
No, there's no verbal communication. They just jump
Oh.
on and we say, I'm pretty sure, unless one of us is on PC, then they can type. We've probably done that once or twice, but yeah, they'll do our bidding, patching holes and like bailing water.
They'll do our bidding. It's like, what the?
This one time, it was pretty funny and very surreal. These two like female characters. I don't know if they're actually female. It's a video game. You don't know. They come aboard after we do it. We destroy their sloop, and they come aboard, and like one ends up cooking below deck, and it was like we're on deck, and the other one was just helping us do other things. And I was like, she's cooking downstairs. This is getting a little too playing house for me. And we did it to another guy, and he was fantastic because we were doing these pretty crazy events, and he was helping bail and shoot cannons and patch boards. But he died. And so that respawns you back to your own ship. So we essentially lost him forever. Then we find ourselves in a tight battle, and Jagster's like, I miss Sir Saucy because he was like helping us. It's fun, man. We've been having a blast on season 9 of Sea of Thieves. A lot of cool stuff happening. That's it for me.
That's funny.
I wouldn't join you. I'd fucking sink your ship from inside.
Well, some
Yes.
people do, and
Saboteur.
other players just don't want to. I don't know. They just jump and they just want to keep playing. So we'll have like a 6-piece people on a ship, and we're just going and doing shit until they die or whatever happens. Right?
Man, that reminds me of something they added to Warzone. Did you remember that? Did you know that they did that in Warzone 2? Or no, wait. Yeah, in Warzone 2. Or I don't know if they still have it, but I forget what it was called. But you could fucking join another team in trios. I think it's only available in trios.
You could ask them.
Yeah, you can like squad up and have a fucking squad of 6 people.
What
Really?
a stupid game.
It's so dumb. And we were like when we were playing and we were fighting people, and it's like, okay, there's 3 of them, they're over here. And then we're getting shot on the other side from 3 other guys, and they're all working together. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So if you don't like join with other people, like you just get screwed by
That's so
doing like
that's so
3v6.
stupid.
It is so dumb. It was the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen. Good thing I uninstalled that game. Okay. So I decided to do an experiment for science, guys. Since I got a new controller for the Switch, I paired it up and I downloaded Apex Legends on Switch.
Oh, I didn't know it was on it.
I'm sure that's fantastic.
Few words can describe the results of my experiment. The frame rate,
Abysmal.
I'd say maybe 15 FPS.
Oh my god.
Okay. 15 to maybe 25 FPS, okay? 25 would be like a cinematic experience, and it was not. It's like the input is so slow, and it's just so you feel like you're like running in mud. It is so bad.
I can feel it right now.
It is so bad. The bots in the orientation matches were actually harder to kill than real people, because the bots aren't playing on a 20 FPS
Right.
Switch.
Yeah.
They just see you and they shoot you immediately. And like I got aim botted by a bot. I checked my death cap and he hit me all fucking headshots, and I
Nice.
died. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Wow.
So I went into the settings and I noticed that crossplay is enabled by default on this.
Okay.
And I was
Because
like,
no one's gonna
what?
be playing that. You turn that off and you'll get zero
Exactly.
people.
I turned it off and I tried to queue, and you know what it said? 1 person in queue. Me.
Yeah.
I only saw
Wow.
2 people. I did see 2 other people on Switch the entire time I was playing, which was like a
Wow.
couple hours. But everyone else was on Xbox or PlayStation. It was so fucking dumb. Just like, how am I supposed to kill these people? I'm like running in quick. Although I did get quite a few kills, But I wonder if they saw the person who killed them was on a Switch. Because I have never, ever seen that logo. Ever.
No one plays
Oh,
that
like
game
it
on
tells
Switch.
you? It tells you that you're on Switch. It tells people.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are the
If
graphics?
it's
Was the 15 FPS worth it?
horrible.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
No shit. No shit.
It was like, it looked like a finger painting. It was just like, it was fucking
Wow.
horrible. Actually, I think someone left my party because I was on Switch. I queued for duos, and then it showed up, and I was like a default skin, like Bangalore or whatever, and it said like Switch, and then we came out into the dropship, and she was gone. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
That is funny.
I'd leave you too.
I'm not playing with this guy. Nope.
It was, I just can't believe it. Like, I think I might have been the only person playing on Switch. Like, why would they make that game for Switch?
They got to.
Like, what are they doing?
I don't
Why do they have to? Like, what purpose? It's unplayable. It's literally unplayable.
Yeah, but
I-
other
why
people
would you-
only have a Switch, right?
Then
Some
they
people
don't
only
play
have-
Apex Legends. And then they scrapped Apex Legends Mobile, which was 40 times better than the Switch version.
Mm.
Like, it's like, hello? I don't know, man. It was so bad. Yeah, that was my experiment. It was fun. It was funny, but then I just was like, I couldn't do it anymore. I started playing again a replay through Titanfall 2 campaign. Okay, and then when I started it up, you remember the tutorial in Titanfall 2? It's like the gauntlet. You do the gauntlet, and you have to like do the thing. It's like a little obstacle course where you kill a couple guys. So I was hooked on trying to get like a high score. I spent
because
like
there's
an
a
hour.
leaderboard, right?
Yeah, I spent like
Yeah,
an hour doing that. And I was like, what am I doing? This is the freaking tutorial. But fun fact, that is how Octane from Apex blew off his legs.
The tutorial?
He used a grenade to propel himself forward to get a quicker time in the gauntlet. That's the lore.
Wow.
And he blew off his legs. But that is actually an homage to how guys used to do speed runs of the gauntlet in the original when the game first came out. They would throw a grenade down, and it would propel them forward. And they added that to the lore
cool.
as Octane. That's why he has metal legs.
Cool lore.
Pretty cool.
I like that.
It's super fun, man. It's such a good campaign. Like, I don't know if you remember playing it, but
I didn't beat it. I think I
never played the Titanfalls.
man,
Never-
you would
never.
like Titanfall. I think it's awesome. You battle giant robots flying around like Lucio from Overwatch. If he was an Apex character, that's how I would describe it.
Mm.
I'm playing on like master difficulty. It is so hard. It is so hard. I die so much. You just get shot by like one of these like robot dudes, and they shoot you in the head. You're fucking dead. I was like, what just killed me? Like, what the hell is going on?
Did we?
But it's cool.
That reminds me of what's the mech game on PlayStation again? That's coming out, the new one after years.
Armored Core.
Armored Core,
Do we have a date on that? I don't remember if we had
No.
an actual date.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Not
Dang.
yet. But the last time I played this was before Apex was a thing, right? Like, when did Titanfall 2 come out? 2012
Yeah.
or some shit?
Because Apex came from Titanfall.
Yeah. And it's interesting now replaying it because all the guns are there.
Mhm.
The guns that I know from Apex. Some of the characters, like Ash is there. And it's really cool. It's really fun to see. But like the guns are completely different. Like they look the same and are named the same thing. But their recoil patterns are all different. It's very strange. But cool. Cool to see.
I like that. World building. That's some cool context for Apex, actually. That's cool.
Next, I was going to talk about Diablo. Were you going to talk about Diablo?
Mhm.
Is that on your list?
Yeah.
What do you
it's on
got?
the list. So Diablo 4 beta has ended. I played through the
Mhm.
early access beta, which didn't have playable race necromancer or druid.
Oh,
So I played the early access. I leveled all the characters in early access to about level 15-ish. But when open beta came along and I was able to start that necromancer, oh my god, it was so good.
Mm.
So good.
I like
Yeah.
the look of the armor that I've seen. Like
oh man. The game
So
is
far.
beautiful. It was
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I got to level 25, like max
Yeah.
level on the What the hell did I play? Rogue.
Rogue is really fun too. Alma
Rogue
was
is fucking
Rogue. Yeah.
sick. It's sick.
But the open
my rotation was dialed, bro.
Yeah. The open beta ran like absolute ass though compared to the early access. Like we were rubber banding everywhere. Like couldn't get out of certain towns. I was just like boing,
well,
ding,
even in
ding.
the open access, I was doing that. I was rubber banding all over the place on PC.
Yeah, it was
I don't know
brutal.
if it was a PC thing because everyone was saying that they weren't having issues that we were playing with on console.
Oh, I played on both, and I found the PS5 version ran a lot better than the PC version.
Huh.
I don't know why. But it seemed like a lot worse lag on the PC versus when I just go, I'm like, fuck it. And I go downstairs and I play on the PS5 and it was still had some rubber banding issues, but it wasn't nearly as much as the PC. I don't know what the hell was going on there. People were like, oh, it's because Necromancer is up now and everyone's skeletons are spawning and there's like 4 or 5 times the amount of characters in the server. I'm like, whatever.
Maybe.
But like
it only seemed to happen to me in towns.
Yeah. Yeah. Or trying to get out of towns.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Yeah. That was stupid.
Yeah. So maybe it was this weird desync kind of thing.
Yeah. Other than that, man, it was so good. It was really so good.
Yeah. I've been a huge Diablo fan. Like Diablo 3 was okay. I played through it like maybe one time and then started a couple more. Like I didn't really care. But this game is really good. I like the talent tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I found the Diablo 3 one was kind of like, I don't really know. I don't know. You had to I don't know. Pam is playing through Diablo 3 right now. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is nowhere near as good as Diablo 4. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it.
Yep.
But yeah, it was sick. My rogue, dude, it reminded me more. I remember playing Diablo 3. I didn't really have a rotation, I didn't really think of it that way. But in this one, I did for some reason. Like back in World of Warcraft, I knew what I had to do. I had to keep this up. I had to do this. I had to, keep my dots up, refresh them. But it was kind of like that, where I would like jump in and I would do my caltrops.
Mm-hmm.
So I would drop my caltrops. So when any enemies were in my caltrops, I would have a higher crit on them. And every time I crit, my attacks would ricochet. So I would get an automatic ricochet on crit. So I would have to always kind of drop my caltrops and fight them in there. And then I would have to activate something else that would also increase my crit even more so that I'm firing my knives and shit. And they're just bouncing around between enemies because I'm critting so much.
Yeah.
Because if I don't crit, they don't bounce, right? So it was really cool. I had to time it out and actually have a rotation. Very cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I am probably going to pre-order so I can get the 4-day early access and the season pass it comes with. I think the pre-order, the deluxe pre-order. So
you guys can continue your characters in the game that you've created in beta. How does that work?
No.
Okay, so it's just a one-time thing. You level up your beta characters and then you start.
It was essentially, essentially to try out all the classes and stuff before the release, so you know which one to play. So,
yeah, I'm definitely going to play Rogue.
What is the official release date?
June 6th? Second?
Really?
6th.
But then the 4-day early access if you pre-order.
Oh, okay.
How much is the pre-order deluxe thingy?
No, June 6th. That was right. Yeah. So June 2nd if you have the pre-order.
Yeah, June 2nd if you have the pre-order. Okay. Yeah, I'll get it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Now we'll see what kind of sleaze moves they make. But I don't think they'll do much because you're spending $90 on it, right? So they'll do the season pass like Destiny. Yada yada.
Maybe I'll pick it up then. And
yeah, maybe you should.
Actually,
it's
get
cross-platform
into a Diablo game.
It's cross-platform with all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. Was that it?
Oh, I started Breath of the Wild again. I'm trucking along in there. Just got to Gorgon City or whatever the fuck's called. Goron City.
Gorgonzola's.
Gorgonzola City.
The Gorgonzolas.
Man, there's a few things in that game. Like, why the fuck did they put this shit in here?
Like
the
what?
durability thing is so fucking stupid. It's
Yeah,
so
I'm never
dumb.
crazy about that in any game. I don't need that
Fuck, it
shit
was
nagging
stupid.
on my brain when I'm trying to enjoy a game.
Like I get to the water elephant dungeon beast,
Yeah.
and I forget to get an extra bow. So every time I'm playing through, halfway through the fight, my bow breaks, and I can't shoot the fucking arrows at him.
The
And I'm like,
bows break? I don't remember that.
Oh
yeah, the
I'm pretty
bows break. Everything
does,
breaks.
except for the old
and I'm like,
master sword.
fuck. I was like, I don't want to go out of here, go to a town, buy arrows, go find a bow somewhere. Like, so I just kept trying to beat him without going to get a new bow. Oh my god.
I think they did that. They must have done that because it was primarily the whole shtick for Breath of the Wild was a survival, like wilderness survival type thing, right? Where it's like you had to cook for your food and stay warm in the mountains.
It feels like they gave up on that. Like when you're playing the game, it's like they wanted to do that, and then like halfway through, they're like, "No, fuck it, let's not go full like survival thing." No, you know what I mean?
I think it's just
I
think it was
weird.
just a casual facet of the game
They could've-
alongside the main story and everything you do.
And if they wanted to do that, they could have let me repair my items at least. Not that they
Yeah.
just break and
Yeah.
I toss them away. Fuck,
That is true.
drives me crazy. It drives me nuts. So that's my big beef.
God, I gotta play that game again. I gotta
But
pick
it's-
that back up.
It's amazing. Like the game is beautiful and it runs so well on the Switch. I can't
I know,
believe
it's
it.
mind blowing.
Not like Apex Legends?
No, not at all. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna jump back in, ride my
So,
horse around, kill some
How many
baddies.
divine beasts have you done so far then?
I'm on my second, the fire lizard.
Divine breasts.
I think
Just
there's
about-
4 of them.
Just about to go into the divine lizard. Yeah,
Nice.
but
Well,
that's it.
that's good. That can segue us into our gaming news where we're going to talk about The
True.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. This is going to be a gaming news, and we're going to talk about Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Mr. Aonuma gameplay demonstration. Thoughts? Thoughts?
I did watch it. It is a
Nothing-
video.
We're a team.
Nothing like I wasn't expecting it to look different because
No.
like what
It's a
are they
sequel.
gonna do, right?
But yeah,
It-
like how different are you going to make a sequel look, right? Is it not a sequel to Breath of the Wild?
I don't know.
Was it
I
not
don't know
called
if
Breath of
people
the
are saying
Wild
it's-
2 for the longest time?
I
Yeah,
don't
like-
think it is anymore.
Oh.
It was, I thought, but I written the same thing.
No,
I
you
was
still
like,
have your friggin' slate, your little Sheikah slate and all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those direct sequels, like Majora's Mask was of Ocarina of Time kind of thing. I don't know, but like they probably wouldn't stray too far from the recipe of Breath of the Wild and how that looked, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't hold them too much on the looks department of this, except for how cool Link's hair looks now. Did you notice
Yeah,
that?
fuck
Yeah.
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 His fucking flow buds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that flow.
man.
Yeah, Link's got a pretty sick salad flow in there. Pretty good.
And it seemed a lot smoother to me.
I don't know,
Smoother,
man.
like
So maybe-
aliasing?
So maybe they
No.
implemented some kind of upscaling like FSR in there just to give it those few extra frames.
that. It looked just as jagged as the rest of them.
Yeah, but I still think it's got to be Breath of the Wild, and this game will probably still have to be some of the best looking games on Switch. Like, how
Oh,
can
yeah.
you make it look any better than that and run?
Some of those Mario games look pretty nice.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
That's
true.
true.
Yep,
That's true.
that's true.
They actually do look good. I've seen those.
They look smooth, you know?
I was like, I was watching it. I was like, am I surprised this still looks exactly like Breath of the Wild? Was I expecting it to be different? Am I disappointed?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
complex.
yeah.
It's complex emotion.
I don't think we can really expect that much more either with the size of the world it is and
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
and it being a sequel, like it's gonna look similar.
I'm fine with it. I think in the end, I love Breath of the Wild so much that I'm fine with it, especially in a game that's gonna have even more to it. Like the new abilities seem very cool, and I'm glad they're able to kind of keep it interesting by adding more,
It's just-
usable techniques that aren't just like bullshit gimmicks where you're like, what the fuck is the point of that?
It's something that they can start new puzzles around. That they're just gonna create new puzzles that you'll have to fuse things to use.
Fuse
blah blah blah.
looked really freaking cool. I really like that.
Yeah, because everyone hated the durability in the last game, so they're like, how can we make the durability less atrocious?
Combine items.
Mechanic. Yeah, combine the item before it breaks with a rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
That was their
maybe
way of just...
You're going to see some funny combinations probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping everything goes. Everything goes.
The crafting, the vehicles too. People are going to make some stupid ass vehicles. It's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that they're expanding upward vertically in the world, just like they're taking a page out of Cyberpunk's book or CDPR, whoever. So maybe it won't be so expansive horizontally. I don't know. But it also looked visually different up on the, what do they call them? Sky Isles, I think.
Yeah.
So
whenever he dove off, you just jump off those fucking islands and you see the whole map. That was incredible. That was so cool.
It's going to be cool. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah. It'll be good. We won't have to worry.
No.
We won't have to worry about that.
I don't think so either.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. I'm going to talk about this. I saw something today and I put some notes down here, guys. I wanted to share this with you. It is from about a week ago. This video was released. I watched a video on YouTube by Basically Homeless. I don't know if you've heard of him before. He interviewed the developers of a new anti-cheat software. Okay, it's called AnyBrain. Now, we were talking about cheating in video games a couple episodes ago and anti-cheats and how we can stop cheaters. Well, this uses AI. This was not even on our radar when we were talking. We were talking cloud gaming. You separate the cheater from the hack so they can't install it on the game because it's on the cloud. This is different. This uses AI to learn the player's behavior, and it's constantly learning. Okay, from all players playing, how they're playing the game, and it uses AI to profile a player and create a fingerprint, if you will, of the way that you play the game, called like a bio profile, they called it.
What?
And this profile will stay with you across any game.
What?
And any account that uses this anti-cheat, because it will recognize you. It will recognize you on a different game from your bio profile.
I don't believe that.
It learns the way you play. It learns the movements you make around the map, the way you play the game, your aiming habits, your response times, the little nuances that make you in the game.
Based on your account, your Epic account.
Based on the way you play.
Yeah, but what if I get a new email and log in?
Then it will recognize that you're the same player.
No.
Yeah, that's what the design is, okay? So, because you all have these little nuances, the way you play, and it takes 2 hours for the AI to create your bio profile. So you have to play for 2 hours before it will really recognize you. And then it will take 5 minutes, apparently, to tell if someone is cheating.
Huh.
5 minutes. And
that's if you've played before without cheating.
No, they'll know you're cheating because they know the typical behavior of how humans can aim. This uses can measure down to the pixel. It can measure to the pixel of aim snapping and shit.
Wow.
They'll know if you're cheating. This just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. That they will know you across accounts. It bans the person, not the cheats.
Not the account or the cheats.
Oh, that's right.
It just fucking bans you.
The person.
Yeah.
Your bio.
Isn't that crazy?
Print.
Welcome to ban world. It's like a
What about this?
A video game bouncer. It's like whenever you try shit at bars and you're like a drunk and you show up to all these different bars and the bouncer's like, I fucking recognize you, buddy. Get out of here.
Yeah.
What about this? So it's it maps your shit and you're not cheating or whatever, and you're playing around, and then you can go check to see if you're a below average player for your age gap, your age group. So you're log into the website analytics, you play like a 5-year-old child or whatever. Fuck! Like trying to play Apex Legends.
Yeah, your play style is on par with the toddler. And they weren't allowed to disclose what game they're installed on right now because they have an NDA.
Oh, it's out in the wild though.
Yeah, they're using, I don't know what game it is though, but they said that with a very high threshold setting, like they set it pretty high at first, so that every hit they get, they know 100% like this guy is cheating.
Yeah.
And they said that just on that, 20% of the population playing the game were cheating. 20%. And they believe it to be higher. They just have to tune the setting because there are cheats now that you can kind of tune to make it not
look like you're human.
Exactly. And that's probably what like all those cheating streamers and stuff like that is.
Interesting. How does that work? It's almost like maybe it throws some opportunities to fuck you up because it can't. It's almost like
it just doesn't snap, right? It just kind of it doesn't snap right to it. It'll give a little bit of a overshoot and then come back. But that overshoot, you can measure that overshoot probably to the pixel. And if it's the same amount of pixels of overshoot like every time,
cheating.
This AI is going to catch that. It's like, oh, this guy overshoots by 30 pixels every fucking time he aimbots someone in the head. Like, this guy's cheating. And boom. Wild. Insane.
It's like those virtual instruments on the drums. You put the swing up, put the swing down, so it sounds more human. It's like offbeat by like a fraction of a second.
I never use the swing thing. I don't trust it.
Oh, I crank the swing up every single time.
Crank the swing.
Nate, why is our song swinging, man? Why is this metal song fucking swinging like a jazz tune? I was thinking that would be an interesting concept for a hack or a cheat or whatever. It's almost like when the Allies broke the Nazi code, they had to let some shit happen so as not to, you know what I mean? So as not to lead on that they cracked the code, otherwise it would be obvious. So it's like interesting if the hack threw some opportunities for you, so you would
pretty
still
crazy.
This
could save online gaming. That's what the name of the video was. It was called "Saving FPS Games AI Anti-Cheat." Go check it out. Anybody listening who plays FPS, this is really interesting stuff. But I think that's it, and we should move into our today's topic. All right, so Nathaniel, I don't know what the fuck we're doing here, so you're gonna have to lead us through this. I don't know.
Okay, I guess this is gonna work. I'm hoping this is gonna work.
Okay, so tell us what the hell we're doing here.
So everyone knows I've been in an AI kick lately, and I thought, you know what would be cool if the AI could bring us through a text adventure as if it was like a dungeon master in a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Right.
I was like, how would I do that? Did some Googling.
Did you ask the AI how you do it?
No, I didn't. There's actually some prompts online that you can grab, and then you can customize them based on the kind of story or game you want to play.
How long will this game be?
It's all up to the AI.
Oh, really? You didn't give it like we can't be here for hours doing this?
No, that's why. We're going to play it. We're going to play it for whatever, like a half an hour or so.
Okay.
And this might actually turn into more content later because it does save the session, I guess.
Yeah.
It'll save like the text session. So today we'll be playing a little bit of a text adventure game, which I prompted the AI to create for us. I have no idea how long this adventure is. I have no idea if it will crash or take over the world. I just set it up.
Imagine this started a fucking Skynet.
I just set it up based on a tutorial I found online, and I plugged in the story and a couple of additional rules. I took some rules out, and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So our game tonight is called The Elder Trolls: The Dragon Child.
Okay.
It is built on a D&D 5th edition. All the rolling and the dice mechanics are behind the scenes. The AI does that for us, so we don't have to worry about that.
So it's based on Dungeons and Dragons, though.
Yeah, like the mechanics. So he's going to prompt us with options, and we're going to play as one. We're going to play as one player.
Okay. So it's a solo mission.
Yeah, it's a solo mission. I couldn't like we're a solo adventurer. Us three will be a solo adventurer because I couldn't figure out how to separate the players because every time I tried, it started to play the game by itself. So like you could watch the AI play the game, and it would just keep fucking going. I was like, this is awesome. So I'm actually experimenting on that for some content where I just let the AI play a game, and it'll choose its own adventure and play through. But that's another
Wow.
thing.
Okay.
There were some issues with the commands, so I have removed the commands, and the AI should just let us freely reply and do that without like taking back over and playing the game itself again.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I used the world of Elder Scrolls as inspiration. And I told it to use popular fantasy races, beasts, monsters, and items that would populate said world. We said the name of the game, which is the Elder Trolls, the Dragon Child. Now, you can ask the AI anything. So, like, if he doesn't do something that you don't like, you can say, hey, we can prompt him, we can talk to him, and he'll apologize for doing whatever. There was one thing I couldn't do, and it was set up a character creation, because he would just take over and start creating a character and then playing the story by himself.
He just gets way too excited.
Yeah. And I'd be like, stop. Hey, I was like, AI.
Well, you know, what you could have done was just create another chat and do the character creation in a separate chat. No?
No. So what I would say was, I was like, AI, I wanted to create my character. And then he was like, oh, apologies. Go ahead and create your character. How tall is your character? All this shit. I was like, thank you.
Sorry, I just got so excited. Be funny. This whole fucking game we start like just
triggers
this, like,
Skynet.
Yeah, but it like turns into like Jumanji, and everyone gets like sucked into the game.
That would be sick. What a good movie idea, Dan.
Yeah, we should write
here we
that. We should write that.
We should write that. Yeah. We should get the AI
We get the
to write
AI.
that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do.
We
now.
don't have to.
So now I'm pasting the instructions into ChatGPT.
Okay.
Once I hit start, the game starts. Okay.
All right. Let's
Here we
do
go.
this.
You have to be
You gonna
like
do voices? You gonna do voices?
well, you would have to do the voices for the dungeon master because
Well, we're all doing voices for characters now.
yes, but it's also complete with NPCs. So you can walk up to NPCs and ask them questions. Okay. So here we go. Ready? Pressing start. There we go. Okay. So apparently our name is Lyra or Lyra, and we're an elf female, and our class is a wizard. Okay, let's just go with it.
Okay. Excellent choice. As a wizard, you have high intelligence and have the ability to cast powerful spells. Let's roll for your abilities: persuasion, strength, intelligence, dexterity, and luck.
So
Okay, looks like we rolled here a 12 persuasion, a 6 strength, very low. High intelligence, though, as a wizard at 20. Dexterity is 14, and luck is 8. Okay.
that's high intelligence. That's a D20 dice. That's max intelligence.
Oh, fuck, like a max IV in Pokemon. All right,
Yes.
let's go. Great rolls. You have a high intelligence, which will help you in spellcasting. You start the game with 20 out of 20 health, wearing a wizard robe and wielding a staff. Your starting inventory includes a spellbook, a bottle of health potion, a map of the land, a compass, a piece of parchment, and a quill. Turn 1. Morning, day 1.
You don't have to read all this shit.
Okay.
So wherever it's, you can read
That
turn.
reminds me of Rick and Morty when Morty has to listen to that guy read his script. The guy in the lighthouse. It's like, morning, day 1.
Yeah.
Health, 2020. XP, 0.
So we have to put this in here because it like keeps the AI remembering everything. So all you have to do is read turn 1, turn 2. If you want, you can say morning, day 1. But anything after that is just for the AI to remember.
Okay, so what do we start? Like, what do we do?
Yes. What? Introduce the game. Let's see.
I'll read this right now. Welcome to the Elder Trolls: The Dragon Child. In this game, you play as Lyra, a wizard tasked with finding a child born of a dragon lord using forbidden dark magic.
Ooh,
This
cool.
child is said to possess incredible powers that could either save or destroy the land. The dragons have asked for your help, and you have accepted the quest. Your goal is to find and bring the child before the Dragon Council. Along the way, you will encounter various obstacles, enemies, and NPCs who will aid or hinder you in your journey. Are you ready to begin your adventure?
Now, this is all AI, guys. I did not tell it to do any of this, okay? So I just gave it the plot of the story, and that's how it's going on, okay?
Okay, can we ask where we are right now? Like,
Are you ready?
where are we starting?
Are you ready to begin your adventure?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you find yourself at the entrance of a small village. You can see villagers going about their business. You can hear the sound of animals and children playing. The weather is sunny and warm. What would you like to do?
So, what do we want to do? We've entered this city.
Well, what do we normally do when we start a game like this, guys?
We go right to the tavern.
We explore.
Yeah,
What do we do?
explore. We find some. Should we root around in people's houses and find some food and some gold? That's what I would do.
Let's sneak around.
But we're a
Tell
wizard. We're not a rogue.
Oh,
That's true.
tell it to wait till night.
What we could do is
Sneak around.
we can ask if we can cast invisibility and then go sneaking around.
Yeah. Do we have an invisibility spell?
Do we have an invisibility spell?
Let me check your inventory. I'm sorry, you do not have an invisibility spell in your inventory. However, you do have a spell book, and you might be able to learn an invisibility spell if you find one, or if you level up and gain access to higher level spells.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the spell you would like to learn? Cool. Okay, so we don't have one, but we have a spell book.
We have a spell book. We don't know what's... Would you want us to know what kind of spells we have in the spell book?
Yeah, what's in the spell book?
What spells are in the spell book?
Oh,
Holy shit.
okay, we got 6 spells. You open your spell book and you see that you have access to the following spells. Magic Missile, a
Ooh.
basic spell that shoots 3 glowing darts of magical force at a target. Mage Armor, a spell that creates a magical force field around the caster, increasing their AC. What is that? Sleep, a spell that puts creatures in the area of effective sleep. Identify, a spell that allows you to identify the properties of a magical item. Comprehend Languages, a spell that allows you to understand and communicate in any language.
Ooh.
Featherfall, a spell that allows you to fall from great heights without taking damage. You also see that there are more spells in the book, but they require a higher level to cast.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay. So what's the first objective? What's the first quest?
Well,
What
we
is
need to
our-
find this dragon child. Right?
We should ask around.
We
Okay.
need to ask NPCs. Have they heard? A
The tavern. Let's
blacksmith-
go to the tavern. Oh, maybe the blacksmith.
The town guard.
Oh,
might
town
know.
guard. Town
Town guard. People at the tavern are adventurers, right?
So we want to ask some people about the Dragon Child. Great. Who would you like to ask? There are several NPCs around the village, including a blacksmith, a baker, and a town guard.
I say we go to the tavern.
Okay. Yeah. Go to the tavern.
Let's go to the tavern.
You make your way to the local tavern where you see several patrons drinking and chatting. The bartender greets you warmly and asks you what you'd like to drink. What would you like to do or say?
Say, I'm not here to drink. I'm looking for the dragon child.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
Do
not
that.
here to drink.
The bartender looks at you curiously and says, "The Dragon Child, you say? What do you want to know?" You explain that you're on a quest to find the Dragon Child and bring them before the Dragon Council, and you are looking for any information that might help you locate them. The bartender nods slowly and says, "I have heard rumors of a child with dragon-like features who had been seen around the outskirts of the village. Some say the child is a curse, while others believe they are a savior. But I don't know much more than that, I'm afraid." Suddenly, you hear a commotion outside. It sounds like someone is in trouble. Oh,
What the
Oh, damn.
what would you like to do?
You want to go outside or order a pint?
Yes, let's investigate. Investigate the sound. Or investigate the commotion. You quickly leave the tavern and head towards the source of the commotion. As you get closer, you see a group of villagers gathered around a house, shouting and pointing. You push your way through the crowd and see a man standing in front of the house, wielding a large axe. He looks angry and unstable. One of the villagers sees you and says, "Please help us! That man is trying to kill us family!" What the fuck? What would you like to
Let's
do?
friggin' dive into the action here.
This man is trying to kill his family.
This man tried to kill his
Let's
family.
cast sleep on the man.
Wait, what about magic missile?
No, we don't want to
fuck
hurt
this
him.
guy up.
All right, fine. Do we have a
Do
fireball?
we even know magic missile? Did we even learn it
It
from
was
the
in the
spell book?
spell book, I think.
Cast
we're like,
magic missile.
stop. We have to learn a spell
Yeah.
first. Look through the fucking spell book.
Okay.
Do we know
cast
what we
magic
know?
missiles at this fucking guy?
Cast magic missiles. What's he called?
The axe wielding man.
On the axe wielding man.
You quickly pull out your spell book and prepare to cast a spell. The man with the axes sees you and charges towards you, but you manage to shoot 3 glowing darts of magical force at him before he reaches you. We rolled a 19.
Fuck yeah.
Woo! With a bonus +6 for your intelligence. Great roll. The magic missiles hit the man with the axe, causing him to stagger and drop his weapon. The villagers quickly subdue him and tie him up. The family thanks you profusely and offers you a reward for saving their lives. Excellent.
Wow.
What was our reward?
What's our reward?
A small bag of coins as a token of your gratitude.
We're gonna need
Inside
that.
the bag, we find
We're
10
gonna
gold
need
coins.
more.
We ask.
We're gonna need more than that.
The family looks at you apologetically and explains that they don't have much more to offer. However, they suggest you speak with the village elder, who might be able to help you in your quest. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Well,
man.
Let's
Well, we
go
wanna
speak
meet
to the
the
village elder, I guess.
Yeah.
Should we ask the
Did-
axe-wielding
did
man
we
to
get any
join our
XP?
party?
Did we get any XP from that?
I don't know.
Did we get any XP from that encounter? It's supposed to. It's actually supposed to. Well, yeah, it did add gold. So, did we get any XP from that encounter?
Yes, you gained 10 XP for successfully stopping the man with the axe and saving the family. I've updated your stats accordingly. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. Excellent.
All right,
Thank
let's go
you.
see the town elder.
Let's go talk to the town elder.
You make your way to the village elder's home. As you knock on the door, an elderly woman answers and greets you warmly. What brings you here, dear? She asks. You explain that you're on a quest to find a dragon child and bring them before the Dragon Council. The elder nods and says, I see. This is no easy task, but I may be able to help you. There is a local wizard who has been studying dragons for many years. He may have some information that could be of use to you. His name is Arcturus, and he lives in a
Nice.
tower on the outskirts of the village. The elder hands you a map of the area and points out to the location of Arcturus Tower. Be warned, though, she says. Arcturus is not known for his friendly demeanor. He may be difficult to deal with.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's fucking do it.
We should get drunk with him to loosen
I
him
deal
up.
with difficult people all the time.
The village elder nods and smiles. I have no doubt that you'll be able to handle him. Good luck on your journey, dear. All right. Well, let's go see him.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go talk to Arcturus.
You consult the map and make your way towards Arcturus' tower. As you approach the tower, you see that it is surrounded by a thick forest and is situated on a hill overlooking the village. The tower itself is tall and imposing, with a single entrance at the base. As you knock on the door, there is no answer. However, you hear a voice from inside the tower calling out, Who is it? That Eddie Murphy.
Mr. Robinson?
Who is it?
To be like, we are. No, I am.
We are.
Lyra.
We are.
We are Lyra.
It's like Venom.
Yeah. We'll say, I am Lyra, and I am looking for the dragon child. How about that? After a moment of silence, you hear the voice again. The dragon child, you say? What business do you have with them? You explain that you've been tasked with finding the dragon child and bringing them before the Dragon Council. There is a brief pause, and the door creaks open. You see an elderly man with a long white beard standing in front of you. He looks you up and down before saying, Come in then. We have much to discuss.
Oh.
You enter the tower and follow Arcturus up a spiral staircase to his study. The room is filled with books, scrolls, and various arcane instruments. Arcturus sits down at a large wooden desk and motions for you to sit across from him. What do you know about dragons? He asks. What do we know?
do we
Make
know?
up like a ridiculous context answer and be like, I fought one at the top of
I
Mount
have-
something.
I have fought dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to see what he says.
Tell them they have large horns.
I know a lot of dragons. I I have
They're
fought
huge.
many. They have huge horns and wings.
I see.
Arcturus chuckles softly. Arcturus chuckles softly. I see. Well, dragons are indeed powerful and majestic creatures, but the dragon child is something different altogether. They possess a unique blend of dragon and human traits, and their power is said to be unmatched. He leans forward and continues. I have heard rumors of a child with dragon-like features who have been seen in nearby forests. But be warned, the child is said to be guarded by a powerful entity, and many who have gone in search of them have never returned. What is your plan, Lyra? He asks. How do you intend to find and bring the dragon child before the Dragon Council? Just say we're gonna fucking get in there. We're gonna
Just
get
say
in there.
you know a lot of dragons again. I'm just joking. I have fought many dragons.
So, what is our plan?
How do you
We're going to
intend
go into the
find-
forest. We're going to cast a tracking spell. Track the
we don't
dragon
have a
child, no
tracking
problem.
spell. We don't have a tracking spell.
But he doesn't know that.
Okay, well, let's go investigate a nearby forest.
Yeah, we should do that.
Let's go investigate the nearby forests for the dragon child.
Yes. Arcturus nods and says, very well. The nearby forest is known to be dangerous, but with your skills and my knowledge, we might just be able to find the dragon child.
He's gonna join our
he's
party.
joining our
Did we
party.
recruit? Did we just recruit him?
I don't know.
Fucking right.
I will provide you with a map of the area, as well as a magical amulet that will allow us to communicate with each other over long distances. And of course, you will need to be prepared for the dangers that await you in the forest. He hands you the map of and the amulet and says, may the gods be with you on your journey.
The
This is-
Amulet of Kings.
Turn 4. Late afternoon, day 1. Health 2020. XP 10.
We demolished that axe guy, by the way. He didn't even touch us. Like, we critted him. Like,
He was subdued.
surprised there
We
was
didn't
no,
even
I'm
kill
surprised
him.
there was no crater in the fucking city.
Okay, well, let's head out to the nearby forest.
He may have a part to play yet.
Depart for
axe-wielding
nearby
man.
forest.
Yeah.
The axe-wielding man has a part.
Depart for nearby forest. So let Daniel start reading now. Give your voice a break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You study the map and begin your journey towards the nearby forest. The forest is thick and dense, with towering trees and twisting vines. As you walk deeper into the forest, you hear the sound of rustling leaves and snapping branches.
Oh, shit.
Roll a d20 to see if you can successfully navigate through the forest with a bonus of +3 for your dexterity stat. Rolls a d20, 13. You manage to
good?
navigate... Well, I don't know. I don't really know.
Roll,
13 out of
what?
20.
Are we supposed to know? Okay.
20
Oh,
is
so
max.
it's out of...
Yeah.
Right, gotcha. So you manage to navigate through the forest without getting lost, but it takes you much longer than expected. As the sun begins to set, you come across a clearing with a small campfire and a figure sitting by it.
Nice.
The figure
Okay.
looks up as you approach and stands up. You see that it's a tall, muscular man with green skin and long, pointed ears. He wears simple leather
orc.
armor and carries a large bow and quiver of arrows on his back. What do you want? He asks, seeing you
Can we-
suspiciously. Eyeing
Let's
you.
ask.
Sorry.
Let's ask if he's an orc.
Is he a troll?
Yeah, that's
Is
what
he
I
an
a
elder
troll?
troll?
Yeah. Ask if he's a troll or an orc. I
Are
want
you
to
a
know what he
troll?
is. Are you a troll? I'm not a troll. I'm a wood elf. I don't appreciate your insinuation.
Oh, that's very funny. The
Damn
man glares at you and says, I'm not a troll, I'm a wood elf, and I don't appreciate your insinuation. That is hilarious. He then relaxes slightly and says, but I suppose I can forgive your ignorance. What brings you to this forest?
Well, we're looking for the freaking dragonborn or whatever.
What's his
Dragon
name
child.
again? What's the other guy's name? Arcturus? No, I don't even notice.
That is what they used to call me.
That is what they used to call me.
In the tower. I don't remember how to spell it. Arcturus?
Arcturus.
Well, we were sent here by the man in the tower.
Oh, jeez.
The wood elf's expression changes from suspicion to curiosity. Arcturus, you say? What business do you have with him? You explain your mission to find the dragon child and bring them before the dragon council. The wood elf listens intently and nods. I have heard rumors of a child with dragon-like features who has been seen in this forest.
Keep saying this.
But be warned, there are many dangers in these woods, including trolls, goblins, and worse. If you are not careful, you may never return. He pauses for a moment before saying, but I am willing to help you.
Oh.
If you are willing to help me.
Oh, fuck.
Of course. You see, there's a pack of wolves that has been terrorizing the nearby village. They have been attacking livestock and even a few people. If you can help me take care of them, I will show you the way to the dragon child.
Wow.
All right. Let's
That's
go.
exactly what would happen in an actual game.
Okay. Well, where are they?
I don't know. What? Can we trust this guy? Can we trust you?
We should
NPCs
ask-
are pretty trustworthy.
No, we should ask Arcturus if we can trust this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
We can,
What's this?
We can,
What's this elf's name?
Say, use the amulet to contact Arcturus and ask him if we can trust this wood elf.
Do you hang on? Let me. We'll do that next. I'll read what he says here. The wood elf looks you in the eye and says, "You have my word. I am a man of my word, and I always keep my promises. But if you don't trust me, I understand. You can go on your own if you wish." He then turns around and begins packing up his camp, clearly ready to leave.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
no, wait. Let me talk to this wizard through an amulet first. Don't go anywhere.
Wait, let me. What should we say to him?
I need a second opinion.
In a second opinion on if.
No, just say, don't talk to him. Just say message.
What was it?
Speak
Use the
with
what?
Arcturus. Use the
DM
amulet.
Arcturus through the amulet.
Use the amulet to ask Arcturus
Arcturus.
if the wood elf can be trusted.
But we don't know the wood elf's name. How is he supposed to know?
So, who cares?
You take out the magical amulet and speak into it, calling out to Arcturus. After a few moments, you hear his voice on the other end. Lyra, is everything all right? He asks. You explain the situation with the wood elf and ask if he can be trusted. After a moment of silence, Arcturus says, I do not know if this wood elf personally, but from what you have told me, he seems to be trustworthy. However, be on your guard. There are many who would deceive you in this world. He then adds, Remember, your mission is to find the dragon child. If this wood elf can help you in that quest, then perhaps it is worth working with him. Let's ask the wood elf his name.
Okay.
All right, good idea.
Excuse me, troll.
The wood elf furrows his brow and says, I told you before, I am not a troll. My name is Teraldar. And I am a wood elf ranger. And what is your name, if I may ask?
We already told you, didn't we? I am Lyra, a wizard. A wizard? You
Lyra
better
the
not
Wise.
cross
A
me.
wizard! The wizard!
Teraldar raises an eyebrow at your statement, but doesn't respond. Nathaniel's statement was, I am Lyra, a wizard. You better not cross me. Teraldar raises an eyebrow, but doesn't respond. So, are you willing to help me with the wolf problem? If we work together, we can take care of them quickly and safely.
Sure, let's help.
Okay.
Teraldar nods in agreement. Good. The wolf pack has been seen in a nearby cave. If we move quickly, we can catch them off guard. He leads you deeper into the forest, and after a short while, you come across a cave entrance hidden behind a thicket of bushes. You can hear the sounds of growling and snarling coming from inside.
What if we like doggies and we don't want to kill wolves?
Yeah.
Ask
Can
him
we have a
that.
sleep spell?
Can we train these wolves? Let's ask him. Let's ask him if he's ever trained any of the wolves from this pack. Have you
Obviously not.
ever
Have you ever
trained
trained a wolf
any
before?
wolves?
A wolf. Yeah. Ask him that.
Have you ever trained any wolves before?
Teraldar shakes his head. No, I have not. I prefer to keep my distance from them, as they can be unpredictable and dangerous. I should go for the wood elf voice in Oblivion. He then readies his bow and says, "Are you ready? We'll need to be careful and work together if we're going to take down the wolf pack."
I don't want to kill the wolves, though.
No, say it will be hard. Tell them you'll have trouble. You'll have trouble attacking wolves when they remind you so much of your pet dog.
It would be like one of those chat options in the game that's like last on the list.
Yeah. On second thought, I don't think I want to kill all these wolves. I will have trouble because they remind me of my pet dog.
Teraldar looks at you with surprise and says, "I understand. Wolves can be beautiful and majestic creatures. It is understandable that you would not want to harm them." He then pauses for a moment before saying, "But we still need to find a way to deal with them. Perhaps we can try to scare them off without harming them. Or we could try to trap them and relocate them."
Let's put them to sleep and to trap them and relocate them.
Right. So we have to use a sleep spell?
Yeah.
'Cause we have one, right?
Yeah, let's use a sleep spell on the wolf pack.
We got to remember these names. We got to write this shit down.
Oh!
Okay. So you want to use a sleep spell on the wolf pack to trap them and relocate them. You check your spell book and see that you do have a sleep spell that can potentially put the wolf pack to sleep. You explain your plan to Teraldar, who nods in agreement. You prepare. He's just like, You prepare the spell and cast it towards the wolf pack. Roll a d20 with a bonus of +3 for your intelligence stat to see how successful the spell is. So it looks like we rolled an 18.
+3.
The spell is successful, and you see the wolf pack begin to yawn and droop their heads.
No.
Teraldar quickly takes out some ropes and begins to tie up the sleeping wolves, making sure not to hurt them. After a few minutes, the entire wolf pack has been tied up and is ready to be relocated. Teraldar looks at you with a mix of admiration and surprise. "I've never seen magic like that before," he says. "You truly are a powerful wizard."
Level 1 sleep spell.
All right. Well, tell him he can now relocate the wolves and tell us what we need to know.
Right. I have done my part. Now you do yours.
Teraldar nods in agreement. "You are right. I will show you the way to the dragon child." He leads you deeper into the forest, navigating through the thick brush and trees with ease. After a few minutes of walking, I like that, with ease, because he's a wood elf. After a few minutes of walking, you come to a small clearing. In the center of the clearing is a young child with golden scales on their arms and a tail that ends in a tuft of hair. Teraldar steps forward and says, "Are you the dragon child?" The child nods and says, "Yes, I am. Who are you?" Teraldar introduces himself and then turns to you. "This is Lyra," he says. "She is here to help you."
Wow, we found the dragon child already.
Well, we found a dragon child.
Well, we didn't get any XP from.
Oh, we can ask. Did we get any XP from
You have
sleeping
to ask to
the
get
wolves?
XP.
Oh,
It's
there we
15.
go.
You get 5. Okay.
Well, XP says 10 and before, so we didn't get anything. We had to ask for the XP.
What kind of shit is this, man?
Like, what is this?
We
Okay.
can ask him, be like, can you make sure to automatically update the XP after every
Events.
Encounter.
encounter?
Certainly, I will make sure to update your XP. Okay, so we got 5 XP from successfully casting the sleep spell and helping Teraldar capture the wolf pack.
Okay, tell this dragon child she needs to come with us, or he.
Well, how
Ask
do we
him-
know it's the
ask
real
its name.
dragon child?
Ask this dragon child.
Hello,
their name.
dragon child.
She asks Arcturus over the amulet if we can be trusted.
Hello, dragon child. What is your name?
The dragon child looks up at you with curious eyes and says,
My name is Aaron. Who are you?
What's the fucking elf's name?
Teraldar? Tarel.
Oh my god, I need these names. Teraldar already told you my name.
Maybe
Did
she
he?
meant
I am here to bring you to the Dragon Council.
Maybe she meant, who are you? Like, who are you? What are you? Aaron looks at you and nods.
I am ready to go with you.
She says.
But please be gentle with me. I'm just a child after all.
Teraldar speaks up. I can help you escort Aaron to the Dragon Council, but it is a long and dangerous journey. Are you sure you're up for it?
Wow. Okay, so it was pretty easy to find the Dragon Child.
Yeah.
So what's the difficult part of this quest going to be? Bringing this Dragon Child to the Dragon Council.
Maybe the Dragon Council actually wants to kill her. And that's where
Maybe.
we have to like make a standoff.
Exactly. We don't know.
They're just
Okay,
deceiving.
Ask them how far it is.
How far is the Dragon Council?
Just give up. Ugh. Terraldar responds,
Whiterun. Okay.
The Dragon Council is located in the city of Whiterun, which is several days' journey from here. We will need to be well prepared for the journey, as we will be traveling through dangerous terrain and encountering many obstacles along the way.
he pauses for a moment before continuing.
But if we work together, I am confident that we can get Aaron to the Dragon Council safely.
Ask if there's an airport nearby.
What?
What is an airport?
A dragon port.
Is there any way we can fly there?
Terraldar shakes his head.
I'm afraid not. The dragons that inhabit these lands are not friendly to outsiders, and it would be too risky to try and ride one. Besides, Aaron is just a child and may not be able to handle such a journey.
He then looks at you and says,
We will need to travel on foot, and I suggest we start early tomorrow morning. We can gather supplies and rest up tonight before setting out.
okay, so we have to rest up.
Okay.
But I want to bring one of these wolves and tame one of these wolves with us. So I'm going to ask Telador. Terraldar.
Yes. Ask
He's a
Terraldar
tracker.
to help you tame a wolf
Yes.
and bring it with them,
Okay.
so it may help us on our journey.
Let's see what he says.
Terraldar looks at you with surprise.
You want to tame one of the wolves?
He asks.
That is a bold plan, but I admire your courage.
He then pauses for a moment before saying,
I'm not sure how to train a wolf, but I can try to help you. We will need to approach it carefully and earn its trust. It will take time and patience, but it may be worth it in the end.
Together, you and Terraldar approach the wolf pack, trying to find one that seems the most docile. After some time, you are able to calm one of the wolves and start to gain its trust. Roll a d20 with a huh? Roll a d20 with a bonus of +3 for your animal handling skill. Oh, I didn't know we had that.
It's
To see
me
how
either.
successful you are in taming the wolf. We rolled a 12. You are able to make some progress with the wolf, but it is still wary of you and Terraldar.
Should we feed it? Give it a little snack?
Yes. Feed it some rabbit we recently caught.
That Terraldar recently caught. No, ask
Yes.
Terraldar. Give me that rabbit you caught.
Feed Terraldar to the wolf.
Let's feed the wolf some of the rabbit you caught for dinner. Terraldar.
You take out some of the rabbit meat that you caught for dinner and offer to the wolf. The wolf sniffs the meat cautiously before taking it from your hand and eating it. As the wolf eats, you and Terraldar continue to talk it continue
As
to
the
talk
wolf
to it
eats you and Terraldar.
in soothing tones, trying to earn its trust. Roll a d20 with a bonus of +3 for your animal handling skill to see if the wolf's trust towards you increases. We rolled a 19.
Fuck
The
yeah.
wolf seems to respond well to your actions, and you're able to make a significant amount of progress in taming it. By the time you finish feeding it, the wolf seems to have grown more comfortable around you and Terraldar. Terraldar smiles and nods approvingly.
Well done.
He says,
I think we may have a
Nice.
loyal companion on our journey.
Excellent.
This is fucking incredible. Okay,
"This
like
is
I
pretty
can't.
wild."
I can't
Excellent.
believe it.
Let us gather supplies. Oh, let's get the wolf to help us hunt for supplies and then sleep for the night.
Okay, first should we give it a name?
Yes,
Yes.
we would like to name the wolf.
Terraldar looks at you and nods.
A good name is important.
He says,
What would you like to name the wolf?
the wolf looks up to you expectantly. The wolf looks up at you expectantly, waiting for a name because it understands you. What would you like to name the wolf?
Wolfie,
Ooh. Oh.
obviously.
What do we name it? Wolfie?
Something easy to remember.
Your foster parents are dead. Easy to remember. Gamork.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's put that in. Fuck that. That's cool.
Gamork.
You decide to name the wolf Gamork. The wolf seems to respond to the name and looks up at you with a pleased expression. Terraldar smiles and nods.
Gamork it is.
He says,
A fine name for a loyal companion.
Oh, we're early morning then. So we don't have to sleep, right? After gathering supplies and resting, head out on your journey to bring the dragon child to the Dragon Council.
It would be cool if it threw curveballs like you wake up the next morning and the dragon child is
I'm
gone.
sure it will. I'm sure something it will.
You gather your supplies and prepare to set out on your journey to the Dragon Council in Whiterun. Teraldar leads the way with Aaron in tow and Gamork at your side. As you travel through the forest, you encounter a variety of creatures, including deer, rabbits, and even a few bears. You also come across a group of bandits, but with your combined skills and abilities, you are able to defeat them and continue on your journey.
Oh.
Roll a d20 with a bonus of +3 for your perception skill to see if you notice anything unusual or noteworthy during your journey. We rolled a 14. As you travel, you notice a large stone structure in the distance, seemingly abandoned. Teraldar tells you that it used to be an ancient fort, but it has been deserted for many years.
Look at this. It added that XP from that bandit encounter.
Oh, nice.
See that?
Excellent.
How cool is that? They were actually
Cool.
fucking remembered.
You know what we should do? I mean, we probably don't have much more time left, but we should live stream us doing this.
Yeah, it was in my brain, my ideas to do that. Yeah.
Like if we don't finish it, like we're not going to finish it, but we should live stream like the rest of it. It'd be fucking funny.
Okay, so should we stop here then? We've come across this edifice.
Yeah. I think we can.
So that'd be chapter 2, the stone structure.
Yeah, like how cool is that?
That's cool. I'd like to continue this. I think we should continue this either on another episode or maybe live stream it and have people join us and help us with the answers and what to ask it. That
Yes,
would be
I was
fun.
thinking of doing that in a Discord. Like we could stream it live and then just the chat in Discord can help us.
Well,
kind of
okay, how about let's try this.
Or
Why don't we
the chat in the thing. Why in Discord?
Or on YouTube, yeah.
Why don't we finish this one together via episodes? Because I'm sure it's not going to take that much longer. It's probably
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe
so. Unless it's like
and then
fucking months, because a D&D campaign can last
yeah, maybe
a long time.
I have
But
no
like maybe
idea.
you guys should stream like another concept, like a cyberpunk world, and
All right.
that'll help us for next episode.
Excellent. Well, there you have it, folks. The AI generated game, text adventure, choose your own adventure. Wow, that was really cool.
It
That's
was
really
cool
cool.
because I have never played a D&D game campaign.
Okay.
I've never
This is
played a text
exactly what
adventure
it's
game. I'm not that generation. I'm a little younger than that.
Kids still play it now.
Yeah, I know.
Our nephews play D&D.
I wonder if it'll let us kill, like, check this out, but I wonder if it'll let us kill the dragon child. Like, slit its throat in its sleep.
Sacrifice it
Maybe
Uh,
it'll-
to gain.
maybe-
to gain its power.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if it's like the Dragon Council
We don't
has
know.
deceived you all along and
Yeah.
actually wants to destroy the child? That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, we don't
We'll
know,
see.
man. We don't know. We don't even
We'll
know
see.
if Arterius or the elf will try to take its powers for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Can Arcturus be trusted?
Yes, exactly. We don't know. Holy shit. All right. Listeners, we need help on this one. Listeners, yeah, let us know on Twitter or comment on the video what we should do to start the next chapter. And then I think we're going to do a live stream of maybe a different theme game and let us know if you'd be interested in that. And you can come and join us and we're going to get people. That would be funny to get people to help us like respond to the prompts and everything like that. So thanks everyone for hanging out with us. If you're watching on YouTube, if you liked it, like and subscribe. If you want to see more, if you enjoyed the show, if you're listening to us, head over. If you could give us a review on Spotify or Apple or whatever platform you are listening on, it can help get us out there and more listeners may enjoy the show. You can leave us, like I said, comment, DM on Instagram, Facebook, tweet us at Elder Trolls Pod if you want to leave a comment or ask us any questions. Join us next time, maybe, for the adventures of Lyra and Arcturus and
Teraldar.
Gamork and Teraldar. Ciao.
I'll do some AI generated art for Teraldar and Gamork.
Oh, yes. Nice. Okay. See you later.